drag your friend in here. So, you're Protoss and your friend is Zerg, right? Okay.
Correct.
So I guess before we start, let's just have like this quick introductory. So, how have you been playing Protoss for a while, or is this like a brand new race, or what's up?
I've been playing since StarCraft 2 started, basically, but
Okay.
I haven't been able to play much in the last 6 months just due to life obligations.
Alright, that makes sense. Okay then. So, would you say, what do you have like a kind of a glaring weakness that you think when it comes to PvZ, or are you just like thinking in general you want to work on it?
My scouting and map control is extremely weak.
Okay,
I tend to make stalkers instead of other gateway units that would be better suited to combating whatever Zerg makes, and I supply block myself quite a bit.
okay then. So the way I guess we can do this is I'll host. Okay, so as PvZ you should know there's three kind of basic maps, right? Or three basic map styles for PvZ. There's the Forge Fast Expand, there's like the 3-gate, and there's the 1-gate, right?
Okay.
And so specific maps have tend to be kind of good for specific scenarios. God dang it, 1 second. Anyways, so we're just gonna start because he keeps joining and I don't want to deal with it right now.
Okay.
And I'm sure you're not like you don't want to be like the guy that cannon rushes, but for example, MLG Shatter Temple is one of those maps where you cannon rush because you can Forge Fast Expand. So have you done Forge Fast Expands before on this map?
Yes I have.
Okay. It's better. It sounds kind of contradictory, but then you always want a Forge Fast Expand, even if they do Speed Link first, even if they do 7 pull, even if they do Hatch first, because depending on the scenario, like Forge Fast Expand tends to give you the best return in terms of investment over like a 1-gate expand or a 3-gate expand.
Right.
So
yeah, it gets your econ up faster.
Yeah. So why don't we I'm just gonna look at your camera. Why don't we try to Forge Fast Expand on this map, and depending on what we see, you should react accordingly, okay?
Okay.
So to kind of like continue this, there's two ways Forge Fast Expand works. One is the pylon 9 pylon 15 nexus, right?
Right.
Or and then immediately at like 17 supply make a forge. Or there's the 9 pylon like 11 to 12 forge and send 2 probes out to get the cannon rush going, right?
Right.
So around 9 pylon you want to scout because obviously it's good detection against 7 pull and stuff like that.
Where does first pylon here?
Yeah, that should be fine. So yeah, I think we should okay, after this game we should probably work on placement. There's no close positions on this map. It's MLG.
Oh, okay.
So it's only cross and vertical positions. So also another thing to note, at 1 minute and 20 seconds, if your opponent is directly below you, an overlord will be able to see an overlord if you scout the edges of your base, the bottom corner. So this game pretty much do whatever you'd like. So you don't see an overlord, so it has to be over there.
Right.
So this game do whatever you like, and then we can go over the replay and see what we need to do and stuff.
Okay. So 15 Nexus?
Yeah.
I probably set that down too fast.
It's fine. And timings like this are pretty negligible.
At what point do I throw down an assimilator with this?
Pretty late. No, you need a forge.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So, but pretty much do as you want right now, and then we can go over it after. So don't worry about it.
He's gonna try to block the forge.
Yeah.
Oh, and he got gas, so He's probably not going to be able to pressure very soon. So I need another pylon. Should
keep it.
Should that be in?
Put it at the low ground. Low ground.
Okay.
And drop a gateway and 1 cannon right now. However you want to make your wall off is up to you, but you should probably make it horizontally, so like straight up from there.
Right.
And make 1 cannon right now. Oh, that's really early lings. Uh oh. Okay. So try to, yeah, you have to basically keep making probes though. You need to make sure you're still making probes.
Okay.
Your probes. Send them to your natural. It's fine. You can just send them to your natural at this point.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. We can safely say this is GG. So
Yeah.
why don't we actually do this first then? How about this? I'll host a game and I'll open PVZ, the Forge Fast Expand, on this specific map, and then you can basically just ask me questions as I play. Okay, I'm not gonna play the entire game. I'm just gonna play like a couple of minutes. But I think the thing is, the more, as you know, like basic from like, you know, bronze to platinum, it's mostly just like you have to understand mechanics. You have to not get supply blocks, stuff like that, right?
Right. Right.
And then, but once you hit diamond, low masters, mid masters, high masters, it becomes more of strategy and can you take risks and stuff like that. 1 second. And so, you have to take some quote-unquote calculated risks, you know, like when should I 15 nexus, should I do this and stuff like that. So if you're gonna 15 nexus, it actually becomes this really thin timing for if you don't do this, if you don't put the cannon down, if you don't have your wall up and stuff like that, you'll instantly die.
Right.
So
as we just saw.
yeah, as we just saw, you saw that he went speedling, so you went 15 nexus, which is perfectly fine. You can do it. You can manage to do it, but you're cutting a really close timing. The timing is you have to, as soon as the forge is done, you have to drop a cannon. You have to drop a gateway, stuff like this, and then you have to also scout. Is he gonna roach bust me? You watched MLG Providence, right, with Naniwa and Naniwa and Lenok. You know, Lenok or Naniwa never scouted. He always got busted, and it became really like a nasty thing, right? So, so I don't actually quite remember the pylon placement for this map, but I think this is good enough. Because at this point so you can see if you're watching my vision, you can see that there's this probe walking out. So I'm gonna assume we're cross positions. So I'm gonna play this really basically. So, you know, after following the pylon dropping, you chrono, right? And I'll do 15 nexus as well, okay?
Okay.
So I come in here. He's not cheesing me, so I already know. Okay, I don't have to scramble to make a pylon in my main and a cannon and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, his pool isn't even down yet.
Yeah, so I think he snuck a 15 nexus or a 15 hatch on me.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So, okay, so I see the gas, I see this pull. This is pretty standard timing, nothing too crazy. This isn't a early pull, this is kind of a normal-ish timing for a pull. So I'm just gonna keep this probe alive for as long as I can. I'm gonna drop the nexus, and I'm just gonna keep mining. Nothing too crazy, nothing new. Same old, same old.
Right. That looks like a, how would you interpret that? It's like maybe a roach all in?
It's way too early to tell, because this probe is kind of, this is the big indicator right here. This probe will tell me what to do.
Right.
So I'm gonna drop this and this. I think I might be too late on this one too. It's been a while since I played Zerg Protoss. Let's see.
Okay. You actually have quite a bit of time still.
Oh, he has 2 Zerglings out, so.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I bring probes down to block off my. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring probes down here. So obviously this wall off isn't exactly the best wall off I could do, but as long as I keep my probes here, I should be fine. So basically, you want 2 kinds of or 2 kinds of cannon placements. One is near your wall, and one is to protect your mineral line, because they're obviously going to get through.
Right.
So I see he only made a couple of Zerglings, right?
Oh, 6. You got 4 more coming in.
Oh yeah. Okay. I should be fine.
It might hold. Yeah, it's gonna hold.
Be fine. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So now I have to scout. Is he roach all-inning me? Because he only made a few lings, you know. So I have to make sure. Either way, I'm gonna finish this wall off with a cyber core. Let's see. And I'm chrono boosting probes, I'm getting 1 gas for now. I probably should get 2 gases. In the situation where he does a roach all-in, you have to have sentries, and it's so, like I said, it becomes a really kind of a quick timing. But you have to, but also keep in mind, you know, you're playing against the Diamond Zerg, so he's gonna know a little bit more than what the average person would, or what a person at your level would know.
Right.
So, okay, so he's not taking gas. So this is an immediate indicator of no roaches. If he was still mining gas, it could go roaches or banelings. More likely roaches, so you're okay. So, this is the very basics. This is like with a lot of holes in my play. Like, you know, this isn't a perfect wall off. There's a better wall off where, here, I'll just show it to you since it doesn't matter. Where you go pylon, forge here, gateway here, and that's these 2 buildings is a wall.
Right.
So
that's what I was going for, but I botched the placement of the forge.
Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't matter too much at this point. Like, you can the way you wall off doesn't matter, only if they're roach rushing you, but then I don't think you have to worry about roach rushes too much. Just make sure you have enough cannons. 2 to 3 cannons is enough. Like, you don't need more than that. So, okay. So would you want to try that again?
Sure.